and Kawhi Leonard, who hit an unbelievable jumper at the buzzer last night after it bounced 4 times on the rim. Kawhi helped the Raptors advance to the conference finals despite shooting a very poor 16 for 39 from the field. He averaged nearly 35 points and 10 rebounds in the series after averaging about 27 and 7 during the regular season. Shannon, what did Kawhi prove this year?
Skip, you know what he proved this year? He proved he's a superstar beyond superstardom.
Oh, beyond?
Yeah, beyond this, Skip Bayless.
What are we? Is he the new GOAT or is
No. Whoa. Let's not get that far down.
Is tomorrow the GOAT mask?
No. Look, this is the best version of Kawhi. He had a career high in points. He had a career high in rebounds. He had the second highest total in assists. He's a 2-time All-NBA, first-team All-NBA player. He's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's a Finals MVP. Skip, I thought everybody, he was universally regarded as the best two-way player in basketball. And averaging 25, 26 points a game, you're like, okay, yeah, wow.
You used to tell me that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm like, but this, 35 and 10, it shows you this is what superstars are supposed to do. To be able to take over a ball game. And that's what he can do. Because, you know, he's like, oh, Ben Simmons, oh, you had a great game last game. Nah, bro, you ain't getting it today. Oh, Jimmy Butler, you about to take off? Nah, let me go ahead and shut this down. Anybody that starts to make a run on the opposing team, he can snuff it out. And then go get your 40. You saw the numbers.
I don't know how Jimmy Butler tied the game with a layup on
a layup. Hold on.
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how Jimmy Butler shot 5 of 14. He shot 1 of 6 from 3. Hey, you talk about that. You want to talk about 2 points. You know, don't do that, Skip. That's so unbecoming. And how, if I'm not mistaken, Kawhi outscored Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid by himself. Since you over there bumping your gums like that. But anyway, before I was trying to make my point.
How do I bump gums?
Yeah, you over there talking.
I got teeth.
No, you bumping.
I got real teeth.
But anyway, can I finish my point, Skip? Are you gonna keep? Don't interrupt me again. Don't interrupt me again, Jenny. He's interrupting me.
Sorry, he's up to something over here.
Yeah, I know he's up to something. He's up to no good.
I'm wanting to talk about this.
He's a top 5 player in the NBA, and what he proved is that he's not a Spurs system player. He is a system.
Oh,
because everybody, oh, Greg Popovich made him. Oh, Greg Popovich did this. He had the luxury of playing with Timmy Duncan and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. He's like, yeah, that was good. That was great. I'm glad I got an opportunity to play with these guys. But I'm so much better than 2 of those 3 now. He ain't Tim Duncan yet. He ain't Tim Duncan yet. Now, let's not get carried away. I ain't gonna get carried away, Skip. Because people are like, well, yeah, he's better. No. He ain't better than Dunk. No. But he's a superstar. He can take it deep into the playoffs. He can hit big shots. And if you got a player on the opposing team that think he can go get you 30 or 40, Kawhi Leonard said, not on my watch.
My turn. Thank you very much.
All right.
You done with all of your
Don't do this again.
Bumping of gums over there? What number 2 proved to me this year is that crime pays. And I'm talking about basketball crime, because what he committed against the classiest organization in maybe of all sports, but at least the Patriots of the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs that I have known and loved since the 1980s, it was nothing but a basketball crime, because he flat out quit on them, and he successfully quit his way right out of San Antonio. God bless him. But it just turns my stomach that he, quote unquote, won. Crime pays. It worked. Way to go. So let's go back and see what happened. The most player-friendly, conservative medical staff to me in all of sports belongs to the San Antonio Spurs. They are nothing but good to their players. They always lean in favor of the players. Oh, you don't feel 100%? Take another game off. Greg Popovich is known for resting players. Am I right about that?
Yeah, he started
it. And what happened? I don't know exactly what happened, but number 2 last year just decided he couldn't play because he had a thigh bruise. So he played all of 9 games, hit and miss through the first couple of months of the season. And the last game that he played was on January 13th, at which point the Spurs medical staff had completely publicly cleared him to do all basketball activities. They said he is 100% ready to play NBA games, and he shut it down on January 13th. So then we fast forward all the way until March 17th, and two Hall of Famers, surefire Hall of Famers, Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, they each have 4 rings, 4 each. They decided to call a players-only meeting. Remember this one?
Yeah, I remember.
And they held number 2's feet to the fire. And they said, look, we just need to know, because we think we're pretty good here. We got a chance to make a deep run in the playoffs this time, maybe even all the way to the finals. Are you with us or not? You know how this guy is. I don't know. I'm still not right. Timetable? There's a timetable?
No.
2 weeks, 3 weeks? No timetable. Nope. And number 2's kind of a weird.
Yeah, he said there's a timetable.
He's hard to read.
You know what he said? He said, yeah, there's a timetable. 1 sucker times 1 sucker is 2 suckers that's in my face. I'm up out of here. The first chance I get, I want you to know, Tony Parker. I want you to know, Manu Ginobili. I'm dipping.
Okay.
And let's see what you do without me.
And then Hall of Fame bound Tony Parker called him out the next day and maybe drove the final nail in the quote-unquote coffin in San Antonio. And if we could see what Tony told the media the next day, please.
You know what he told him.
Just stay positive. I've been through it. It was a rehab for me too for 8 months, you know, so same kind of injury. My mind was 100 times worse, but the same kind of injury, and just try to stay positive.
100 times worse.
So now
Tony
you a
Parker
doctor.
in the previous playoffs against Memphis ruptured his quadriceps. He ruptured it. It tore apart. This guy had a thigh bruise. So for Tony Parker, who never calls anybody out, who in his whole career in San Antonio never said a negative word about anybody publicly, said that.
Yeah, he said
100 times worse.
Yeah, he should have kept his mouth shut.
Woo.
But Skip, hold on. Let me tell you. Let me look here, Skip. I didn't go to med school. I don't have citation from 7 different New England medical boards.
Hurry, because I'm not finished.
Skip, a doctor can give you a prognosis and says, this is what you have, and this is what we think the timetable is going to be. But that doesn't mean it's definite. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to pin him down. It's like women have babies. Some women come back and they're exercising in a week, and then some women come back, they're exercising in 6 months. Okay. You trying to put it, okay, well, Tony Parker did this, so Kawhi should have been able to do that. Okay. No.
My money's on the San Antonio medical staff. That's just me.
Okay. Skip.
Okay, so what happens after that? He just wanted out, and I think he was just trying to force his way out of small market San Antonio and maybe out from under Greg Popovich. They seem to have gotten crossways. I don't know. Pop's tough. He's difficult, but he's also highly successful, and most of the players who have played for him swear by him, not at him.
Sure.
Yes.
But this guy quietly was swearing at him, I think, because he just wanted out. And finally, R.C. Buford, the best general manager in all of basketball, said, I give up. I trade you to Toronto. So number 2 goes up to Toronto, and they basically get down on their knees and say, please,
Like he can't
commit to us long term. We need you. We want you. We'll do anything. He missed 22 games this year for quote unquote rest. I don't know what it was. I don't know how to explain it, but the greats of this game, and you're talking about he's a superstar. The greats never took off games for rest. Did MJ, did Magic or Bird or Kareem, did they ever take rest days? No. Wait a second. Michael Jordan played all 82 games 9 times, and he played 80 games 2 more times. Rest? What rest? I'm sorry. It's just shameful.
I agree.
And this organization went along with it because he now runs the whole show.
Well, Skip, here's the thing, is that when you make a trade like that with no assurances that he's going to re-sign with you, you acquiesce, you give in to demands because you know what he represents. This is why. You see a guy that averaged 35 and 10 in the playoffs. You see a guy that had career highs in points, rebounds, and second highest total in assists. So you're willing to make sacrifices.
All right. So what happened yesterday? And again, it's a big game, home game 7. They have fallen short many times in this type of game. Number 2 took 39 shots. You think Greg Popovich would have sat still for 39 shots? Nope.
He would have.
The most, nope, he would not
Skip,
have. The most he ever took in San Antonio in his entire career was 30 shots. So that's 9 shots short of how many he shot yesterday. Wow. He missed 24 shots. You think Greg Popovich would have sat still for that? No.
But hold on. But
Sorry.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. He's not going to need to take that many shots if he's playing with Duncan, if he's playing with Parker, if he's playing with Ginobili. He's playing with Siakam. He's playing with Marc Gasol, Kyle Lowry, Danny Green.
They were favored to win the series.
Oh, and they
favored by 7.5 yesterday.
And they won.
Yeah.
So
barely.
And did you see? I mean, think about this, Skip. Look at these shot totals: 39, 11, 8, 3, 13, 5, 10. So who's gonna shoot the ball?
Do you know how fortunate number 2 was that Joel Embiid had the West Nile virus or the knee flu or whatever he had for about 4 of those games? So fortunate because Joel Embiid was the best player on the court when it was time, when he felt like it.
He wasn't the best. Joel Embiid, Skip, I love Joel Embiid. But Joel Embiid was not the best player in this series.
I saw it twice when he was.
Hold on. Even if you take that 33-10 game that he had, or 38-60, whatever the game it was, it wasn't better than Kawhi's first game. It wasn't better than Kawhi's game 5. It wasn't better than Kawhi's this final game.
Yep. Well, all I know is he was very fortunate that way, and then he hit the luckiest shot in the history of playoff games. So he, quote unquote, won. Way to go. And it couldn't happen to a worse guy. And I tweeted this.
A better guy. Stop saying
I tweeted this going to the fourth quarter, and this is the God's truth. I tweeted, if you're a Spurs fan and you're rooting for Toronto's number 2, then you're not really a Spurs fan. That's the bottom line.
No, Skip, stop it.
Yep.
Harsh. Harsh stuff.
Period. End of story.
Who's the master?
I feel like you guys could talk about Kawhi all day, but let's get Steven Jackson's thought. Was that shot last night all luck? You just brought up that word again. Let's talk about it next.